So, what exactly is this documentary about?
It's called 25, a documentary on the impact and challenges of the biblical account of Christmas.
What exactly do you need me to do?
Well, start by introducing yourself and then just keep talking. I'll interject from time to time.
I'm Gary, the pastor of First Church. What else would you like to know?
How about dealing with the start of the season?
Right, the beginning. Well, it's a story I've shared every year since I started preaching. The story doesn't change. I mean, a baby was born, he was God's son, and his mission was to rescue everyone who was willing to be rescued.
Sounds like a good thing to talk about.
You'd think so, right? To be honest, it's hard. Then it gets harder every year.
Explain.
Sure. Well, the trouble is there are a lot of people that have heard the story every year of their life. A few almost dread coming to church because it'll be the same information they hear every year. It's like getting the same holiday letter from your aunt every year. Always the same thing. At some point, you stop reading it because you already know what's in the letter.
So you resent the message.
Oh, no, no. No, it's a miracle, and the message is life-changing. It's important.
So why the hesitancy?
The Christmas message is something everyone should hear, but most have already heard it. It's no wonder they gravitate toward holiday movies, colorful characters, snowy adventures, and new stories. That's what people really seem to want. And that's not just this story.
Have you ever thought about changing or adding to the story?
I've thought about it, but that's not the way it works. I share what God shared, and I don't want to add what I think would be cool or different just because I think it's interesting.
So no literary license?
Well, not for me anyway. It makes people think embellished stories are the true account, and not the simple story that God asks me to share. You know, a baby was born. He was God's son, and his mission was to rescue everyone who was willing to be rescued.
Sounds like a great story.
Well, it is. But it's like reading a favorite book. The story always ends the same. No new plot twists and the same characters. No one new to introduce.
Is there a sequel?
Sure. We share that every weekend until next Christmas. Sometimes it's prequel stories.
You mean stories before Jesus came?
Exactly.
You seem like you're not interested in the Christmas story.
I hope I haven't made you think the story is unimportant. It's a perfect story about the most unusual way that God chose to rescue people who break his laws. The beginning of that story started that first Christmas.
So why the hesitancy in making that a big deal?
I just know that I'll hear from some who come to the service.
They review the sermon?
Yeah, they do. Is that a surprise?
And?
It seems some think I've been withholding some of the story and wonder why I never tell more than they've heard. I mean, seriously, I come at this story from every angle I can think of. Shepherds, the virgin birth, the innkeeper, the angels, Joseph, Mary and her family, the stable. Sometimes I find myself just waiting for January to show up so I can explore passages that may be unfamiliar to most.
So you feel a little bit like Scrooge about the biblical Christmas story?
Scrooge? Not exactly. Well, honestly, there are moments when I wish there was something unexpected to share.
Like what?
Like anything else from the Bible. I even tried one year to run an unrelated series right through Christmas.
How did that go?
Well, let's just say the Christmas-only crowd was not impressed. Apparently, there are some people who wait all year to hear the same story. Some people are happy when I share the story, and some aren't. Some demand changes to the story. Some fight for things to stay the same.
So why don't you just do something else?
Something else?
I mean, if it causes such a headache, why keep doing it? There are other jobs.
When Jesus came, everything changed.
Explain.
He made it possible to come directly to God. He paved the way for forgiveness. He showed love in the most important way. He didn't want anyone to be left behind. See, everything changed.
So, let's backtrack here. You want to skip that message?
People need to be reminded of the beauty of the message. I suppose I do too. You know, sometimes I find myself overlooking the message.
Okay. How exactly does that work?
There's something about a story, one that really happened about the God who loved me enough to come to live with humans for a while. I don't know why I would ever want to skip the opening chapter to a story that led me to love, forgiveness, and life.
So you'll share the story this year?
Sure, and hopefully I will never question why this story needs to be told. I don't want to miss telling it.
An expert providing perspective on the very first Christmas story. The story finds individuals in a place where they are unfazed or curious, jaded or unresponsive. It seems a variety of opinions are common this time of year. It's easy to see why new stories are written and new traditions are embraced. For some, this origin story that is the subject of this documentary may appear less interesting than it once did. Sadly, this can mean that those who need to hear the story are missing it. Fewer tell the story the way it was originally told. From the pulpit to the pew of the story continues to gain mixed reactions. It seems an intentional pursuit of the implications of the story seem to draw the uninspired to a place of wonder, the seeking to a place of discovery, and the jaded to a place where remembering means something more. For 25, the documentary, I'm Brenda Wallace.